Hello! Today I am just going to put on my makeup as per usual, but I guess we're gonna show some things that I bought recently. So we're gonna look at some of those products, and also I got some makeup brushes. I'm hearing about Refer as a brand recently. Makeup brushes that are handcrafted in Japan, and this is probably gonna be backwards. Oh, okay. To be honest, I was expecting a little bit more like a fancier packaging. It's just kind of like cardboard box. Refer, welcome to our community. We look forward to your feedback. Oh yeah, that's something I also noticed on their website, is that they do a lot, or they have a lot of customers giving feedback. This is the smallest one, and I have no idea the names. Maybe I'll show them somewhere. But this is number 3, and I think this is like a smudger brush, so it's kind of very teeny tiny. This next one is 12, good dome shader, so a little bit thicker than this one. Well, I guess a lot thicker. Surprisingly, it does have some hairs that are kind of going a little bit rogue. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. What is this number? 1. Oh. In my mind, for some reason, I thought there's no alarm. In my mind, I thought like the smaller the number, I guess the smaller the brush would be. So I guess it would cascade up, but I guess that's not right. So this is 1, which is like bigger than the other 2. I think it's supposed to be just like an all over shader brush or something. It's flatter on one side than the other. So it's kind of like an oval shape, whereas the previous one is more of a circle shape. They actually look very similar in terms of size. I thought they would actually be bigger for some reason, but yeah, so here are the 2. And they're actually quite similar in size. I thought they would be like chunkier and heavier, but that's all right. This one is 18, and then this one is 4. So this one, I'm not sure what it was supposed to be. Maybe like a highlighter brush. Oh wow, it does seem very large for my face. So if you want to see the shape, this one is a little bit angled, a little bit asymmetrical, and then this one is kind of, I guess they call it like a candlelit. Get into the items that I got on Sephora for their sale. Makeup Forever HD Skin. Is that just the name of it? Concealer? Sure. It has a pretty simple paddle applicator, little paddle sponge applicator. Just 3 dots. I usually do 3 dots. And then I did forget to bring my sponge. That's okay, I'll just use my fingers. I'm kind of using you as a mirror, so I'm gonna try my best to blend this. To be honest, I don't really necessarily know if this is my color or not. It does kind of seem like exactly my skin color. It doesn't seem like it's brightening up my eyes that much. I do like how thin it is. It's pretty easy to blend in, but it looks like I just didn't put anything on because it's like the exact same color of my skin. I do think it looks pretty natural. It's pretty lightweight, I would say. It's almost like I do not have anything on. Looking at the mirror right now, I don't really see a huge difference. Maybe a little bit brighter, but I don't know. It looks pretty similar to my skin tone, so maybe I should go even lighter than this. The next thing we have is just powder, but this is not new. This is some powder that I already have, which is, oh God, I can never get this open. And I also put lotion on my hands. Open, please. Can I use my zipper? Ah, I got it, okay. This is the Kosas Cloud Set powder, I guess, in Breezy. And this is the one, like mini one. The review of this guy is actually putting it on the skin is not bad. I kind of like it. It definitely makes it feel smooth. But the only thing is that I don't know if it's necessarily a flaw, but it does feel a little bit uneven and bumpy in its texture. I used a couple of like higher end formulas that really felt super silky smooth in comparison. But if I didn't try like the super silky smooth powders, this would not be that bad. It does feel a little bit bumpy in its texture, but putting it on the face, it does feel pretty nice. I'm just gonna do my eyes really quickly, just with one of my favorite little palettes. This is the Naked 2 by Urban Decay. Naked to Basics palette. This one be on the outer side? Yeah, why not? Okay, so we'll use this on the inner corner and we'll use the number 12 on the outer one, even though it's a little bit large for my eye. Okay, I definitely smudged a little bit more than I thought I would, or used a little bit more product than I thought I would. Okay, well, it kind of just looks like I gave myself like smokier eyes. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Surreal, the Falsies Surreal. The brush is quite large, and natural bristles, I think that's what it's called. This is really good if you want like separation. Yeah, it really just like clings on to every single lash, like even lashes you really didn't know you had, and like makes them visible. But I would like maybe a little bit more if it was a little bit more lengthening, but not bad. Using this again, I'm like liking it even more. So now we're gonna go back into the things that I bought at Sephora. Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. So strobe white, strobe gold, blush pink, blush bronze. Is it a blush or is it bronzer? And then we have the other one, which is the Rare Beauty Positive Light Silky Touch Highlighter and Enlighten. I think I used the other one and Enchant? Exhilarate. Exhilarate? I think it's Exhilarate. I really wanted a white one so I can use it on the inner corners. Yeah, so same. And then it just has a white shade. I don't know, do I do swatches? Am I a makeup person? Wow. Okay, that is very bright. How do I do this? How do I do swatches? Like that? You can kind of see it? I think they have another one. What is it called? Like Glitz or something? But this one kind of seemed like the basic one, so I thought I'd start with that. But yeah, it just has a couple of the Dior, well, the Dior pattern, is that what it's called? Embossed? What are these words that I'm using? I liked it because it kind of seems like a very well-rounded palette. Very similar. Which one is it? It's this one. It's this one. And sorry, I have a little dark spot right there. It's this one right here, which I'm kind of happy that it's not showing up too much because I am very new to blush. So, I mean, we're gonna try it today, but I have no idea what I'm doing. That's nice. 03. Going to get a little bit of that. That was very intense. Next, we're gonna get into the Dior one. Off the bat, it's not as wabam as the Rare one. When I applied the Rare Beauty one, it was like I instantly saw the highlight. This one, I noticed a little bit, but not too much. Basically, the Dior one is a little bit more subtle. I kind of had to build it up a little bit more. And build it up, I kind of meant like 3 different times. I like dipped into the pan to see if I got any. I do still like the Dior one because it's subtle. It's like you have highlighter, but it's not like super visible, like, hi, I have highlighter. Whereas the Rare Beauty's like, wha-bam, you have highlighter on your eyes. And it does feel a little bit thicker, like chunkier. This one definitely seems a little bit more natural. So I wouldn't necessarily say any of them are better than the other. I think it's kind of just determining what kind of effect that you like. I never do highlighter here, but we're gonna do it with this one. Okay, so we're gonna use the second one. Is this how you apply highlighter? Where should I put this? Maybe on my nose? Where's your nose? Did that work? Did you see a difference? I don't know. So I definitely see it on my nose, but on my like cheekbone, I guess, area, I don't see the color at all. I just see a little fine pieces of glitter. So I think it's just the same color as my skin tone. So if I guess I just wanna be glittery, I can use that. Maybe I just have to like break like the top pan, because I feel like with these Dior ones, I'm not really getting a whole bunch. How do I do this? Apple the cheek and then go out?
Huh, I'm a little bit confused. I'm not sure.
I feel like there's not a huge amount of pigment I'm getting on this with this palette. I'm getting sort of the sparkles very subtly, but I'm not really getting a large amount of pigment. So I just put that on my cheek, and I guess I can see that it's pink, but it's super subtle. So it's almost like this is more of like instead of being an all-around face palette, it kind of seems just like a highlighter palette, tandem to some of your other products. So if you have like blush, you can put it on, but if you want a little bit more of a shimmering kind of topper, I guess you can put it on over it. It doesn't seem like it's giving a whole bunch of pigment by itself, but just if you want to add extra. Maybe this is on me. I'm pretty sure it said it was a highlighter palette and not just like an all over face palette. So that just might be me. I don't know. Getting into the pan, getting, you know, not a whole lot. And then I'm doing this. Is it doing much? My thinking is that this is just supposed to be layered on top of your other products, but I'm just gonna go for it and just use it by itself. So I'm gonna use the bronzer one. Although this one is also labeled as a blush. I don't know, maybe I just have the whole premise of this palette completely wrong. Okay, this one shows up a little bit more. I usually use bronzer kind of like a contour way, but I would feel weird to put like shimmery stuff in under my cheekbone. Is this supposed to just go all around? Maybe just a little bit on my forehead? Well, I've applied it and I'm still confused. Basically, I don't know if you can see. I can't tell. Was that always there or is that the bronzer? I think it might be the like bronze blush, whatever it's called. And it's kind of sticking to that one spot and I keep trying to brush it off, but it's not going anywhere. I don't know. Did I always have that? It's like, it's a shadow? What am I doing? This is making me think it's more for like a topper. It's more for like a shimmery topper. Very light, not a huge amount of pigment. We're gonna have to keep testing this out and we will see. I have the Exhilarate one and I know how that one applies. So this one's not any different. It's a little bit chunkier than I would like. I think maybe if it was a little bit finer powder, but still with that like reflectiveness, I would like it a little bit more. But yeah, this completely kind of turns my expectations on its head because I thought that I would return this one and I thought I would keep this one. But now I'm thinking the other way. Last but not least, we're just gonna do lips and I don't know, we're just gonna keep it super basic and pretty quick. So this is the Honest Beauty Tinted Lip Balm in Fruit Punch. To be honest, I don't really like these, but I bought them and I felt bad returning them. So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep them. Yeah, that doesn't look good with whatever I'm wearing, but just, okay, we're gonna go with it. And yeah, it does smell like Play-Doh. The reason I don't really quite like them, I know, I just realized I never said the reason why I don't like these is because it smells like Play-Doh. Second of all, it's not as hydrating as I would like it to be. It is very fun to click though. I like use this sometimes as like a little fidget toy. Anyways, that is it. That is all the products that I bought, I guess, kind of recently. I'm gonna leave it there. So thank you if you are watching. I'm not sure if anyone's watching, but I'll see you guys in another one.